So yesterday we spoke about the two aspects of case taking, exactness and completeness. So in terms of completeness, I found that we have to complete the case not only from head to foot, but also in the levels. That means what is the pathology of the case? That is the name level. What is the local symptoms? That is fact level. What are the emotion, emotional aspects? That is third level. What is the perception? That is the fourth level, in which also comes generalities and mind symptoms. And then after that, the comes the sensation level, which means what is the experience of the person. And that sensation level takes you directly to kingdoms and miasms. And then comes the energy pattern. So, what I found is after all these recent advances, that we have to be clear which expression of the patient belongs to which level. Because if it is a sensation level expression, you should not try to put it in a rubrics or use repertory. Then you will go wrong. And what is a sensation level expression? How do you know that it's an expression at a sensation level? You know this because it is a part of a pattern. And therefore, it is very important to know these various patterns, pattern of each miasm, pattern of each kingdom, pattern of each sub-kingdom. Also, in that sensation level, at the sensation level C, there are three levels in sensation, A, B and C. A means kingdom, B means sub-kingdom, and C is source. And that source is expressed in very, very unique ways. Unbelievably unique. It is not even part of pattern. It's a part of the pattern of the source itself. So there are certain expressions in the patient which will belong to the source itself. He may give you, suppose he says, I don't know why, but I feel that inside my chest there is something that is of a rubbery quality, something that is like a rubber. What is he describing? So he is describing something that he can see, sensate in terms of color, consistency, in terms of temperature, something which you cannot understand. That complete nonsense often belongs to the source language. So I think the one unique success story in case taking is the differentiation between which expression belongs to which level. And then you must know that as far as the name level, fact level, feeling level and delusion level, you can go in the repertory. But the moment you cross to the sensation and source level, you have to go to the kingdoms, sub-kingdoms and source. And then you bring all this thing together. And how do you know also that something belongs to sensation level? Because you will see that the body and the mind, they express a common experience or sensation. Mm. So in that way, then you can differentiate this experience. Is it mineral? That means structure, lack of or loss of something. Or it is a plant, which is sensitivity and reactivity. Or it's an animal where there's a story of survival and competition. Then you have also some expressions of the patient that denote the miasm or the pace. The person may say, I want to cover up everything. I want to hide things. Now, if this is a pattern, there is something in me that I should not expose, I should hide, it should not be known by anybody. I should cover up for my weakness. This is belonging to psychotic miasm. It's a pattern. If you take the rubric hide desire to, you will go wrong because it has a totally different meaning. Hide desire means somebody is coming to attack me and I need to hide. This is not that hide. This is that people should not see my weakness. That's a different hide. I have to cover up for my deficiency. So we have to understand what the patient is saying. Is it a miasmatic expression? Is it a symptomatic expression? It's very, very important to make this difference. Okay. Also, this level concept helps us to choose the potency later on, because not only you have to select the remedy, but you also have to select the proper potency. So knowing at which level the patient is in his daily life helps you in two ways. The first way is to select the potency later on, but initially it helps you in case taking, because the level at which the patient is usually the best level to begin your case taking. And that is the level that is going to be the clearest. So if the patient comes at a sensation level, no point in trying to elicit local symptoms. It is not going to be clear. Same way, if the patient comes at a level 2 or level 3 local symptom or emotional level, no point pushing him to give the sensation. It's not going to work. So when the patient comes in the first minutes, you have to assess which level he is coming at and then focus your energy there, because that's going to be the clearest expression of his remedy. And then with the other levels you can confirm. So that bringing all of this together, the symptom level, the sensation level, and the genius. The genius means the type of patient with the type of remedy. So genius indicates location. That means what are the organ systems involved? Where is the level of effect? Suppose the level of effect is in the bones and the joints. So it's another type of remedy. Some on the glands, another type of remedy. On the blood vessels and blood, another type of remedy. Similarly, what is the type of pathology? Inflammatory pathology, destructive pathology, spasmodic intermittent pathology, very neuralgic pathology. What is the speed? What are the general traits? What are the exciting factors? Is it grief? Is it loss? Is it shock? Is it indignation? Is it physical injury? Is it sprain, strain, overlifting, change of weather, temperature? So certain remedies are affected like that. So in this way, the type of person, the general modality, the general sensation, all these come in the sphere of the genius. So ultimately, my dear friends, when you select a remedy, The genius of that patient must match the genius of the remedy. This is where our people make huge mistakes. They match the symptoms, but the remedy is not matching. Mm. So, suppose my teacher, Dr. Kanjilal, I show you his picture earlier. He was obstetrician. I told you, gynecologist and obstetrician. One day he went in a labor ward. One woman was having too much unbearable pain. He went and asked her, "What is the type of pain you have?" She slapped him. "I'm having so much pain, you want to know type of pain? Pajak!" What remedy? Chamomilla. Violent during labor pain. But what is the genius of this remedy? Cannot bear it. Too much. You know. So, no point asking her because then you need arnica. Same family. Same family. No problem. So, when a case comes, for heaven's sake, try to feel the genius of that patient. What is happening here? First, understand who is, like we said in Bonninghausen's hexameter, quis quid obi, means who is the patient who is having this. Is it a slow, fast, irritable, sensitive? What type of patient? What type of pathology? Try this is very, and this is where your Fatak's repertory is most useful, because that will give you the genius in a nutshell. It first describes you the genius of the remedy, huge, and the particulars very small. Hmm?